I went to a museum this past weekend.
Yeah, I love it.
And it's so funny when you see these sculptures of these naked men because the women's bodies are always pretty shit. They're they're just pudgy, lumpy, and they don't really like. But with the men, they always sculpt the muscles, even if they weren't that muscly. They sculpt them like they were all in perfect shape.
Also, there was no photographs back then, so they had to have a guy just stand there and model
with his dick out.
Yeah,
I know.
For like 3 weeks,
just like that.
Yeah, just hurry, dude.
Like, look,
yeah.
What do you do?
Oh, that's a fine.
That's David.
David's hot, dude. Little dick, but still.
That was the biggest trick about seeing that live.
What do you mean?
Seeing Michelangelo's David in person.
In person.
It's weird because it is like a comically small penis. It's almost like he was taking a shot at him. Like, imagine if he did your body and you're like, what about the dick? And he's like, dick is last. And you're like, oh, really? Okay, great. Like, you see this, and then you go, can I see it? And he's like, no, I will come back.
Right.
And then you get into there and then zoom in. That's what he does of you.
And the last day, David brings more marble. Like, he just comes with a bunch of marble. It's like, all right, can you do the dick now?
I brought more for you. No, it's a complete. It's a complete. Are you sure? Yes, I am sure.
Yeah.
But look at how buff he's jacked.
Jacked it.
And you could have given him, the balls are so much bigger than the wiener.
Yeah.
Zoom in on just the penis. But like, that's what all the statues look like at the museum I just went to. It's a bummer. It's like, just make it. Look at how big his hands. Look at his hands. Look at how big his fucking hands are.
Also, can I just say that they didn't have Manscaped back then?
No.
Look at that bush. Look at that bush. It's like a
Somebody
cauliflower.
get this guy the lawnmower 3.0 already.
Look at that thing, man.
It is incredible.
Yeah.
That you think he would go back to him and be like, Michelangelo, please. Please. This will be cemented in history forever. Please. Make it just a little bit bigger.
That's so funny. You're right. There was that thing.
Of course there was that conversation.
Yeah.
I would rather, if I was sculpted like this back then, I'd rather them do no dick. Because some of them, they do no dicks.
Yeah.
They just do no dicks.
Yeah.
Much rather no dicks than accurate dick.
Oh, you know what I would do? If I was Michelangelo? Not Michelangelo. Who's the David?
David, yeah.
When they're showing it, right? When they reveal it, there's a revelation, right? A revealing
the
part.
sheet comes down.
The sheet comes down, right? But if I was David, I would just walk around naked and go, look.
It's a bigger.
It's a way bigger than that one.
This cannot be accurate.
It's not accurate.
We ran out. Marble is a shortage right now.
Yeah. That's what I do.
That's so funny to
You would
walk around your
naked
dick out.
around your own statue.
Just to prove it.
Yeah, so that people just spread it around.
I don't look. You know I don't look like this.
Yeah.
You calling out to women you slept. You're like, Charisse. Tell him my dick is nice. I am a grower, not a shower. Okay.
Yeah, that's so funny. So where'd you see that? At the museum here in LA?
I went to obviously I didn't see that. I saw that when I was over there. I just went
in France.
I went to a museum. That's
Italy.
Yeah. I went to a museum here called the Huntington Gardens. Ooh. Maybe one of the most, honestly, dude, beautiful fucking piece of land in Pasadena. And it's stunning how much cool shit that they fucking have. But it's endlessly beautiful. They've got a beautiful big.
Wow.
You can walk around this huge piece of property. It's stunning, dude. It's just, it makes me feel multiple things. One, how the fuck did these people have this kind of money?
Yeah.
Because they own, this must have been 4 acres of land, 5 acres of land.
Look beautiful.
At least, maybe more.
Stunning.
I'm probably underestimating. But they had a Chinese garden. They had a Japanese. They had the lily pad garden.
But can I say something,
But
though?
I saw so much cool art there.
When you see the art, though.
Yeah.
Are you like me? I don't look at the art.
You look at the people looking at the art?
No. I look at the building to see how I would be able to steal it.
Yeah, I think about that all the time.
Do you think about that?
Yeah, all the time.
Like what I would do?
Well, or I
Like
think
I look at
about
the vents
I think
and-
about what's the easiest way to steal.
Right.
What could I get away with?
Yeah.
Like,
none of it.
They had a Civil War letter from the Civil War.
Yeah.
And it was like barely encased. And I was like,
whoa.
oh, I feel that.
How much is that?
What's it worth?
Yeah.
Couple $100,000.
Not a Civil War letter.
An original letter from the Civil War?
Who signed it? Some fucking Jack. If it's Abe Lincoln.
Duke 'em up Chang.
If it was Duke,
our old friend Duke 'em up Chang.
Yeah.
He signed it.
Yeah.
No, I mean it wasn't Lincoln, but like, hardly a lot of these letters are still around.
Yeah, just Google.
Oh, what
how
does that
much
say?
a fucking
Civil War letter for sale. How much? $200.
$200.
$200. That's how much it's worth.
Yeah, there's no way that's expensive.
$200.
Yeah. I'm talking Mona Lisa, dude.
Wow.
Yeah. I'm talking about
Wait, click on that. There's no fucking way.
$200, dude.
eBay.
That's a spot at the Improv.
Wait, I don't believe this.
Yeah.
I don't believe this.
How much are those other ones?
135, 12 people watching.
Here's the deal.
Yeah.
Here's the deal.
Yeah.
You know this is not real. That's the other thing. They can't verify this.
It's $135 for that letter.
Okay, but a Civil War letter, what if it's done by someone of nobility?
That's why I asked if it was from Abe Lincoln, written to, you know what I mean?
Who?
Robert E. Lee.
Abe Lincoln to Robert E. Lee. That
Well,
maybe
they were
would
around
be-
the same time, right?
Yes, they were.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so.
Click Civil War letter from Abe Lincoln. Let's see if maybe that's what it was, and I just don't know the difference. I wonder what that would be worth.
Let me guess. Nothing less, more than 50 grand.
An Abe Lincoln letter,
Yeah.
$85K. 85.
Closer to yours, mine.
Yeah,
than yours.
$85K. Why would I think it'd be so much more money?
It's not. Like $85K, and because also, if you get caught, you're in prison for a while.
How
so
long?
you wouldn't do it.
A couple years?
Couple years.
2 years.
2 years.
Yeah, but you know what? With our kind of status, the judge will be a Bad Friends fan and be like, "That's
Right.
it, Mr. Santino, you're in deep trouble. Just court adjourned." And he pull me aside and be like, "You're good, dude.
Yeah.
You're
just
fucking,
don't do it again.
Just don't do that kind of
Yeah,
fucking
yeah.
crazy shit
I mean,
again."
85 grand.
85 grand. That's
Yeah.
it. I cannot believe. I thought for sure it's worth
No.
more.
When I was in Tampa, I went to the Dali.
Salvador Dali.
Yeah.
You guys went to there.
By myself. I took a fucking, what do you call those?
Bird scooter.
Bird scooter.
Skim, kim, kim,
I went down there.
bing, bang.
I paid me. I mean, me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, I don't do nothing.
I know.
Yeah. In the heat, I went there.
I thought about you yesterday in this exact same scenario.
Really?
When I was at the museum, I thought, I'd love Bobby to come here, but he would never come to this.
But I do sometimes.
You do sometimes.
When it comes to museums, I do.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah. And I walked around and I looked at, but it's like, I can watch it, look at it for 5 seconds, and that's it.
Salvador Dali doesn't hit you.
In any art.
Any art?
Yeah, I can't. I look at the art, I go, okay, I got it.
No, no.
What do you do?
I have to sit and really.
You're a pretentious fuck. Dude.
No.
You do this.
No,
Do you do this?
I go like this.
Right? You know how girls do this? I do this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She goes like this.
yeah.
Art.
What do you look for?
What I like to see, like if it's a like, look up, you know, like Renoir, or you know what? Yeah, Renoir.
Renoir.
Yeah, look up Renoir.
I like Renoir.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like if I see a Renoir, it's like at face value, right? You see something pretty
Okay.
like this, right?
Right.
Zoom in. I would see something pretty monotonous,
Okay.
right?
Yeah.
But then
But then what?
you really get in there, zoom in a little bit more. Then you get in there and then you start looking at the guy in the boat and I imagine what he's saying to that man. So that's what I'll start to do. I'll start to go, what's that conversation? Because this was taken from a real piece of life. Like this stupid little bitch in the front. I don't give a fuck about her. That
Yeah.
little idiot. She
Yeah.
picked these flowers and
Look
her
at
mom.
her.
Look at her mom. And she's pissed because there was a sign that says,
Oh,
please
so
don't
the
pick
mom
the flowers.
obviously dresses the kid. The kid doesn't be wearing a flower hat.
No, that's the mom.
yeah.
But obviously, there was a sign that said, don't pick the flowers. And there's a guy now talking to the mom that's going, I told you, lady, for the 5th fucking time you can't pick the flowers. And she's pretending not to hear him. She
Oh,
pretends
the
to
lady's
be-
a Karen.
Yeah, she
They had
pretends.
Karens back then.
We'll just go pick where we want to pick.
Yeah,
You know,
it's
my
one of those.
great-grandfather used to live on this lake.
Oh, so there's scenarios.
100%. That's my favorite thing to do in
with
art.
a fucking, you know what I mean? Dali, you can't do that. A melting clock can't yell, you know what I mean, at a fucking giraffe. You know what I
Okay.
mean? Yeah.
Okay, you're saying if it's any sort of like hyper-realism.
Hyper real, you can't do that.
The great-
I can do scenarios
Okay,
like that.
This is called.
Okay, zoom in that.
Do you know
what
this-
do you imagine?
This is called The Great Masturbator. I know this piece.
Yeah.
And I got to tell you something.
Yeah.
After staring at this one time in a college dorm room for a while,
Yeah.
I saw this image in my head when I jerked off for about a month and a half.
Really?
I couldn't stop seeing this.
Yeah.
Because it's called The Great Masturbator.
Yeah. Oh, I see the head now.
But some people interpret her sniffing a dick. That's what I've heard. She
Right.
sniffs dick.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, let me just ask you some questions here,
But see,
bud.
I do want to stare at this for longer because there's a lot going on. Like, is that a horse hide? Is that a mohawk back there?
Yeah, you're right.
And why is the tail on a chain?
I'll
And
go back.
see what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'll go back. You know, you and
And-
I have never done things like this.
I want to.
All right,
In the
so
fall.
Let's make a list. You and I will do in the fall.
In the fall.
Museum 1.
Love.
You know what? I've never had ice cream with you.
I'd love to have ice cream with you.
Have we ever had ice cream?
No, but can we feed each other? See, we have desserts together at dinner.
We
but
do.
We don't.
We
go
never go to
for
an ice cream shop.
No.
And I would love to share a banana split with you.
Get out. Are you being serious?
Yeah, I'm being real.
Can we pull the banana in our mouth and just at the same time suck the banana from both ends?
Well, promise me this.
Yeah.
There's 2 bananas on each side. We work on 1 banana at a time.
Fine.
Right? I don't be stuck on 1 banana. You're stuck on the other.
I know.
You get one end. I get
stuck
the
on
other.
the same
end.
banana.
Yeah. So I've never done. What else have we done together? We haven't.
We've never done
Picnic.
We've never picnicked.
Dude, you and I have never picnicked.
Why haven't we sat under a tree and ate something out
In
of
a blanket.
on a basket?
In a basket. I don't know why.
And Carlos can serve us.
Yeah.
He's our little waiter.
Yeah. Okay. So Carlos can do that.
Okay, so picnicking,
museum. We never shared a fucking
ice cream
banana
sundae.
split.
Do you want to fly a kite together?
Dude,
I would love to fly a
I've
kite.
never
with you.
flown a kite with you before, dude.
Why haven't we done that?
Because I think that it would be a competition. Look at how big my fucking kite is.
Yeah, whose kite's bigger?
We can't do that. We have to get equal kites.
Can we play tag in a field of like sunflowers?
Can I frolic?
I want to frolic
Dude,
with you.
I've never frolicked with you.
Actually, you know what I would love to do with you?
What?
And I'm not kidding.
What?
Skinny dip at a waterfall. I'd love to skinny dip at a waterfall.
Never done that with you.
I would love to do that with you.
Can we like fuse that in with the picnic?
Yeah. Well,
Yeah, let's
skinny
just
dip.
kill 2 birds with 1 stone. Why don't we? And then maybe we'll bring a painting. Let's just. Yeah.
You know what else I want to do?
What?
I want to go to a little puppy place and play with puppies together with you.
Never done. You know what else I want to do with you?
What?
Pottery. Oh, dude.
Who sits in back? Who sits in front? Should we do?
I
roll-
have to in the back. I wouldn't get any piece of the pottery.
That's the funniest part.
Like I wouldn't be able to touch the fucking.
It'd be like a motorcycle. You'd be hugging onto my hips.
I know. I
Oh,
gotta
I
be in
get-
the front because I want some of the vase.
Correct.
Right.
Okay.
But you can be behind me. We've never done that before.
No, and I want to have my foot on the wheel though,
Right.
so I can spin it. The Ghost. You and I should remake Ghost.
Dude, let's remake Ghost. You and I did. Look at that. Oh my god.
Look at that. Look at his
that.
arms.
Look at his arms.
He was so fucking sexy.
Dude, he was the one.
I got turned on by that scene so much, and it wasn't because of her. I got to tell you, she wasn't looking that good in that scene. She really wasn't.
Yeah. What, Demi Moore wasn't?
She looks fine, but
Okay.
she doesn't look like him. Look at
we've
how
never
hot
even
he-
reenact. We can reenact this shit, dude.
Much better than they could.
How come we've never reenacted this shit, dude?
I don't know. I really
Dude,
want
you know
to.
what? You know what? You and I should do a calendar.
Yes.
What do I need to do? Because
Would you and KHALYLA ever role play as like neighbors?
we do. Oh yeah.
Like I'm gonna get you an Airbnb for a little bit, and like
No,
we'll
I'm a
separate our
kid.
lives, and then like
I'm a
you know,
16-year-old
grow
kid, and
independently.
she's a camp counselor.
Yeah,
And she's like, "This is your room, and this is the log cabin you're gonna be in."
yeah,
I'm going, "Oh, really? Thank you, Mrs. Q." And
yeah.
I've never been to camp before. And she's like, lay on your back. I'm gonna show you something, right? And I'm just like, I'm not tired. I just got here. It's in the morning, right? And she's just basically get on your back. So I lay on my back, and she's like, you've been a bad boy. I go, I just got here. I've never been left.
But had you been a bad boy?
I
At that
haven't
time?
been a bad boy. I keep my penis. And then she pulls the penis out, right? And I'm like, are you gonna tell my mommy or my dad?
She's not going to tell your mom.
And she's like, no. And then when she sticks it in, when I stick it inside her, right?
When she sticks it in.
She's a great actress.
Yeah.
And she looks at me and she's, you like that? And I'm pretty good, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And
All right.
I'm like, I can't believe I'm doing this right now.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so good.
Yeah.
What do you think?
I think it's disgusting.
You
It's
do?
fucking gross.
Well, you don't do role play?
Not pretending to be a 16-year-old camper.
I'm probably not 16 in it. You know what I mean? I was a 19-year-old, you know what I mean? But basically.
At camp?
Yeah.
At camp.
At camp.
Still at camp.
Yeah, still at camp at 19. I was a counselor.
Can I just redo it for you?
Yeah.
You're both counselors.
That's better. Yeah, we're both counselors.
All right. All the kids went to bed. You're just fucking in the woods. Is this better?
Yeah, well, now I can't share the other ones.
This
so
makes
thank
more
you.
sense.
Yeah. I can't share the
No,
other
you can
ones.
share the other ones.
Uh,
You can. What are the other ones? Were they bad like that?
they're worse. I can't even. You don't role play?
Huh?
I like your wife, by the way.
No, I don't role play.
But I like her.
Thank you.
I met her in Montreal. Do you remember?
Yeah.
Yeah, she's a sweet girl.
I remember. She likes you. She thinks you're very funny.
Yeah, but does she think I'm a good guy? Or?
No.
No.
No?
She didn't think you did anything to be a good guy.
Yeah, but you think I'm
At
a funny
all.
guy. All right.
She thought you were a funny guy.
Funny guys.
I was
It
a funny guy.
Yeah, that's what you demonstrated.
Yeah.
But you are a funny guy.
was a lot of
I'm a
truth.
naturally funny guy.
Are you going to bring girls over?
I mean, I just. No,
Why are you pointing at her?
Andrew, I'm going to be completely fucking honest with you, okay?
When you set up the mic for her every episode, are you like, why?
yeah. But
Do you ever just
But that's
unplug it,
been
like
2 years of that.
2 years?
It's been
of
2
it.
years of that.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Let's go. There we go. She's smiling at least.
Yeah.
She's feeling a little bit better.
So I'm going to tell you
Yeah.
something right now.
Yeah.
all right?
My favorite.
And I'm going to tell you this too, Andrew. Okay?
Yeah,
All right.
please, yeah.
And this is and don't make a joke. Let me talk first. And then
come
you
on.
no. Then you do your little clever New York stylings of comedy. All right, your little stylings. Yeah, you do. You do your New York. You do your New York styles of comedy like crass and gotcha. And here's a
Funny.
clever thing. Don't fucking do that. All right.
All right, let's hear it.
And I've been around your kind before, bro. Back in there, Geraldo and Norton, all those fucking bombs. I've been around it, dude. You young generation, you can't treat me like that.
love you,
so here we
dude.
go. That's right.
Okay,
Look at me right now, you beady-eyed fuck. Right? You don't impress me, by the way. Right? You're one of the best guys, and you're killing it, this and that. You'll never scare me.
This is not even close to as intimidating. You know what I'm about to say?
What?
Yep. When you walked up to me
Yeah.
and pulled out your penis.
When?
What do you mean when?
When?
The time.
Okay.
Don't act like this is a thing with me and you.
Okay, go.
Don't act like this is a thing.
This is a new discovery
You did
for
it
me.
once, and you know you did it once.
Yeah, okay, go ahead. And
Now
then,
we're acting like we cut it every time.
all right, go ahead. So let me just, can I fit? Okay, go ahead.
You told me not to interrupt you, but when you stood up and started adjusting your penis,
Right.
I actually got PTSD, and I felt very intimidated.
You're traumatized.
Not trauma.
Yeah.
It's not trauma.
Yeah.
Trauma. You know?
Yeah.
But it's...
Back home?
Yep, right?
Home?
A lot of it.
Home?
Right?
Yeah, she has
It's
a lot
okay.
of trauma. Yeah.
It's
okay.
It's
So,
okay.
but you came up and you were doing the thing where you were like really whipping it.
Oh, yeah.
Uh-huh.
And it was an odd thing, man.
I know, but
What was the thing you were going to say when you stood up? What's this whole fucking charade you put on and then quit?
I was.
Yeah, what is that?
I'm gonna do it.
We'll do it.
But I want to talk about the fucking whipping of the dick.
No, just do the thing already.
Wait, let's see the thing. Can we do the thing?
No, I can't do that because Jules there. There's no way I'm gonna do the whipping of the dick.
Just say what
Not
you were
the
going to say.
dick, asshole. What was the thing you were gonna do when you stood up? And you've seen it, right? Are you
No.
old enough? How old is she?
She's 15
42.
years old.
She's fit.
We went different directions.
Yeah.
We went different directions.
I went
comedy-wise.
42.
I went 15.
No, she's
So here
not-
we go.
she's 20.
She's 20.
She'll
Wait,
be
you're 20
21.
years old.
She'll be 21
This
what?
November.
November, right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good for
Okay.
you.
Good.
Good for
Yeah.
you.
So here's the deal, both of you.
All
All right.
grown up.
So number one, I honestly believe I'll never date another girl again.
Oh, shut the fuck. All
So
right.
that-
Go ahead.
That's what I'm talking about, and that's not friendship.
I said I'll stop.
But you did it.
Okay, so do it again.
All right. So this is what I'm telling you, my heart and my truth.
Okay.
All right. I honestly believe I never want to date a.
I was thinking we were gonna
You
make
just
it a
do
little
it
longer.
so Asian. You're like,
I never.
we're
I never did another girl again.
You think we're not going to make fun of you? This is the whole thing we
Yeah.
do. Come
I
on.
know, but can we do this?
We'll do it once without.
Do one. No, I don't want to fuck.
Come on, tell us your
Shut the
life.
fuck up,
Tell
man.
us
You
your
Spanish fuck. Don't even
Listen.
fucking.
Go.
Fuck you, man.
Go.
So, no, I'm gonna say this.
You're not
before I do
dating
it.
any more girls.
What did you try to start the show with? You tried to jam something down our throats. What was it at the beginning?
There was a couple in Spain that had just a baby, and the guy discovered that the baby is a little person, and the guy is not a little person. So the woman had a bachelor party where
What?
they hire a little person to party with them, and obviously she fucked the little person.
Whoa.
Wait. Let me ask you. Oh, wait. Before you even Google it, all right. I just have to ask a question about little people.
Yeah, please.
May I? You're a doctor.
Yes,
And
yes,
a scientist.
yes, yes,
right?
yes, yes.
And if you guys can educate me, right? So can two
Full size.
full size? I think if the
Can-
terminology.
can two king-size candy bars make the fun size?
Yeah. Can they make a twin bed? My point is that
Yeah.
Can they can two full size?
Yeah.
And even if in the history of their genetics,
Yeah.
there's no little people.
I actually think.
You think that can happen?
No. I think it needs to be in the blood somewhere.
Oh,
right?
so like if the great uncle was a little guy.
It's got to be in the blood. It's
What?
got to be in the blood.
Are you sure?
I'm almost positive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We can always call.
Yeah,
we can always call the source.
Oh my goodness.
Call the little man.
Yeah.
The little guy we know.
You know, imagine if I called him and even the phone ringer was like bling 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 bling.
Sorry, I missed your
Oh, come on. But look at this. Most occurrences of dwarfism result from a random genetic mutation in either the father's sperm or the mother's egg, rather from either parent's complete genetic makeup. So it can just happen.
Interesting.
So it can just happen.
So in this situation, are you sure it's the little guy?
Well, read the article because the article looked pretty damning.
Okay, go ahead.
Look at this. This says, bride-to-be becomes pregnant after having sex with dwarf stripper on hen night. That's what they call, they call a hen and stag. And a husband only realizes when she gives birth. Wow. What do you do?
What do you do?
What do you do? Your wife gives birth. The doctor goes.
First, I would get revenge. I would go to the Shire. I don't know what the tickets are to Middle Earth.
It's got to be pretty expensive.
Yeah, and then I go. Hey, do you guys have any like Chippendale hobbits or whatever running around here?
You're talking about Elliot.
Yeah, I go to Elliot's.
He's up the hill doing push-ups.
And those doors, you know what I mean? They're circular.
Yeah, they're low to the ground.
Yeah, they're circular doors. You know what I mean? I would knock, 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 right?
For you to get in, you got to do like the Sonic ball. You know when he ducks down?
Yeah. And I would just have a little discussion with him.
Just
you
to
know
chat.
I mean, he would, first of all, bring out the bread and the butter. He'd love it, right? He'd love the food. So, he would bring out, you know what I mean?
He's like, here's your loaf.
Yeah. And then, I would probably get some sort of like kombucha out of a barrel.
Oh, yeah.
Because he loved to ferment things.
Love ferment stuff.
Right? And, maybe I would change my voice too. You know what I mean? Yeah, because you're there. You have to change your voice.
Get to his level.
Say, hey, buddy, you were at my fiance's, bachelorette party. What went on, buddy?
Fuck the shit out of her.
All right, bye. Really?
Cookies?
Yeah.
They're fresh baked.
Yeah.
This is so mean.
We're in so trouble.
No, but you know what?
Can we put that out?
First of all,
We'll
we're friends with
many of them.
little people.
Yeah, we love
Nick
them.
Nowicki, Brad Williams, homies. And they know how to joke around.
Yeah.
So get out of here with
Tanya Lee Davis. I know.
Yeah. They're home. These people are homies.
Wee Man. Who else?
Honestly, I don't know how I would feel if on the bachelorette party she gets pregnant with a stranger. Like that would shatter your whole world.
Yeah.
At the bachelorette party?
Yeah. That would shatter my world.
It's so on the nose. You fucked a stripper at the bachelorette party?
Yeah.
It's got to be the other way. You know how many guys, I bet you, hook up with some random chick at a bachelorette party and they knock them up? I bet you that happens all the time.
Yeah.
All the time.
What would you do?
I mean, it's just like you just leave. You leave immediately. I mean, you go right.
I mean, if you're holding the baby, you look at it. Do you just drop it? I mean, what happens? I mean, I would put it
I go,
back
doctor, scalpel.
Yeah.
No,
we're getting in trouble for that. But,
okay, I'm kidding.
Yeah, I know you're
Jesus.
kidding. I know.
I'd give it right back to her. I'd go, oh, okay, and then leave. That's it.
Well, you wouldn't use both arms, just one hand. You go, oh, here you go.
I would leave immediately.
Stick it on her shoulder.
Would you stick around, Fancy? What if the baby that you just had came out, and you obviously was not your baby?
I know what he'd do.
What would you
He's
do?
like, oh, I'm willing to raise the baby as my own.
She's like, it's not yours. And she's adamant about it. She's like, it's not. I got fucking plowed.
Whoa.
She's like, I went to a sex party and I got destroyed by 5 Mexican men, not Spanish, because that would cut to his core.
Yeah.
I would have to be the bigger man and accept the baby.
You would.
No fucking way.
There he is. There
No
he is.
fucking way, right?
No fucking
No fucking way. No
Maybe
fucking way.
Someone
doesn't-
else's kid?
No fucking way.
But you know what I would do?
Mhm.
I'd go find the guy
Mhm.
and I'd be like, you got to fucking take care of this kid with her. This is your kid.
What if he's like, nah, man,
I go,
I ain't doing shit.
I go, okay. Well, then you've ruined a life.
So be it, dog. I don't know why he's like
And,
that.
and
All of a sudden he's
then
like
I'd be like, you're pretty cool.
oh, yeah?
You want to hang out?
Yeah, man.
And then I befriend the kid. I befriend him more. I don't talk to my wife and my baby.
And then you move in with him.
Him and I just to start a relationship.
And then she has to raise the baby on her own.
As me and him become best friends.
That's a good revenge. Wow, that's the best revenge.
Yeah, him and I are homies.
Yeah, you fall in love with the guy. You know what I mean? Yeah, and then there's a court battle. You're trying to get the baby back.
So that me and him can raise it together.
Yeah.
Leave her out of it.
Amazing.
That's ice cold.
That's ice cold.
That's actually very
That's
cool.
the best revenge.
Yeah, and we could do it in a place like California. We're like, we're a new gay couple.
Right.
This woman she is spontaneous. She's irresponsible.
Yeah.
Him and I, we want to raise this child together.
Together, yeah.
She's out.
Well, that's a good movie idea.
That is a great fucking movie idea.
Right?
That is great.
That's the
I
best
think I
revenge.
think that's I now pronounce you Chuck and Larry. I think that's right. I think Sandler already did it.
Oh, they did? Oh.
Yeah, imagine your kid comes out and it's not yours. By the way, this does happen a lot.
Yeah.
This happens all the time.
Uh-huh.
And it's not your kid. Tell me before the 9 fucking months. That's crazy. If you think it might not be my kid,
Yeah.
wouldn't you fucking tell me? You'd wait till it comes out?
Yeah, and also think about this. That's why I wish like mythology is right.
Yeah.
Because then, what if like mythological creatures were like in our world? So then you would definitely know.
Yeah.
It's a minotaur.
It's a minute. Look at that.
Look at Look at the face. The face is a full blown bull,
There's a bull.
right? And there's no way to deny it. With the dwarf, right?
Yeah.
You said it could happen.
It could. It's possible.
But if literally the baby comes out and it's got a fish tail, when you were in fucking when you went down that boat with your friends, you fucked a mermaid, didn't you? You know what I mean? There's no way to get out of it.
No, they know.
I wish mythology was cool.
Was real.
Real, I mean.
It is cool as shit.
Yeah.
I do wish it was real. I wish we were amongst Why don't they let the aliens
You'd
out?
be a great minotaur. No, you would be
Centaur.
A centaur. You'd be a good centaur.
What would you be?
What do you think?
You'd be a cherub.
What do cherubs look like?
Look,
Google it.
a little tiny cherub.
Yeah.
This is 100% you. If I could pick anything, you're a cherub. That's Bobby Lee.
Aww.
Thinking,
I'm a fucking cherub, dude.
yeah, dude.
Bro, I'm a fucking cherub for sure.
You're the most
dude.
cheruby
For
dude
life,
I know.
Yeah, look at that.
Your cute
look,
little
look,
wings.
look.
Do they have them
Look.
in Asia?
You know what cherub?
Right?
That's you.
Dead on cherub, right?
Do you know what cherubs do?
You do it.
They think. No, I'm not cherubic.
We'll do a fucking centaur. Yeah, dude. Yes, dude.
You're cherubic. You know
I'm
why?
very cherubic.
Because they think and they eat and they're cute and their little butts are always out.
That's right.
Their little butts are always out.
Right.
Look.
That's me and you.
That's us, dude.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, dude. Somebody has to make a T-shirt or art with you as a centaur and me as a cherub, dude.
Dude,
look at
that is 100%
That's us, dude. That's bad friends.
That
right
is
there.
bad friends.
I would ride you around all around town.
All day.
All around town.
And where do you
We
want
would
to
wave
go?
to Gandalf,
But you know what-
Voldemort, whoever's around.
You know what would happen if this is you and I?
What?
We'd be traveling through the land, and at some point I'd be talking. I'd turn around. You're sleeping. You're not awake. You're just snoozing
Oh,
on my
cherubs sleep.
I know a lot.
We love naps.
But I can't really turn all the way around. I'm like a guy who has a neck brace on.
That's
So I
true.
can't tell if you're looking at me.
But that's
or
why I
not.
do it. You know what I mean? Because
Yeah.
I know you can't
You
turn
hide
around.
behind my head.
Yeah. That's amazing.
By the way, I went to a museum.
Where are they going?
Wherever the fuck they want.
No, but they're going somewhere. Look at the fucking centaur's body language.
Can you pinch and zoom on that so I can see
Yeah,
it up close?
yeah.
Let's zoom in up there.
Yeah,
Oh.
I know what's going on. And she's looking at him.
Wait a minute. I've got my hands behind my back. Oh, we were playing cops and robbers.
No.
What happened?
They're fucking.
How?
What?
Look at my lip. Look, my dick's not even erect. You can see it. No.
I know, but look at. Well, first of all, number one.
You're about to
We
pull
don't know
my
where
hair.
a centaur's butthole is.
You're right. It could be mid-back.
That's what I'm saying.
So wait a minute. You're about to pull my hair.
Yeah, that's what I'm
That's
saying.
what's
It's
going
sexual,
on.
dude.
It is.
It's so sexual.
And you're like, put your hands behind your back, bitch.
yeah.
And I
wow.
did. Yes,
What
officer.
a big dick on that centaur, huh?
Huge.
Huge. Well, it is a horse.
Yeah, but half man, half horse. So
Yeah, but
what if you got a man dick with a horse bottom?
That'd be fucking crazy,
Such a
dude.
bummer.
That would be such a
You got
bummer.
big horse balls, but a small.
Or
penis.
what about this? Even better yet, right? What if you full regular bottom half horse, right?
Mm-hmm.
But you're a dwarf. So you're just kind of sticking. You're just kind of sticking out. Like they're like, look at the fucking headless. Look at the headless
Headless horse.
Oh no! No, that's a fucking dwarf centaur. Or even vice versa, right?
Yeah.
What if you had the bottom half of a dwarf and you're a fucking minotaur?
Top minotaur. By the way, pubic lice popped up. I knew a guy in college that had pubic lice.
What is it?
It's lice in your pubes. You know what lice is? Like little.
I know what
tiny-
lice is.
And he got pubic lice.
But why do they call it pubic? I mean, he's just a traveler.
no.
Yeah, the lice just went from the head to the pubic. You got to change his name. He's just like a Magellan
That's so
lice.
funny.
He's a traveler.
What about butt hair lice?
Exactly. My point is, it's all lice. It
Don't
just-
discriminate. All lice lives matter.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The lice,
Yeah.
right, usually resides on one's head, and if they're a voyager and they're like the Laura Croft of the.
You know,
You know
what
what I mean?
you know what it is?
What is it?
They're Jewish lice because they like the curly hair. They're sick of this
Right.
hair. They go, "Let's get curly."
And then they go down there and they go, "This
down.
is our land," right? Hey,
and they build a wall.
hey, little crabs and warts or whatever. This is our land. It's our holy land.
And there is a small population of lice. They're not that. There's only a small
Yeah.
percentage left.
Yeah. And then the fucking little crabs, right, are in the strip,
Yeah, they're in the strip
which
crabs.
is the taint.
right,
Right.
right.
We don't want to be at the strip.
Zoom in.
So we
What
do
is that?
religious. We do religious humor here.
We
too,
do.
on Bad Friends. Yeah,
Under
yeah.
the flap of the male. They have 2 penises, Bob.
No.
Left
Those
and
are his
right.
arms.
No, it says he has a left and a right penis.
Whoa,
Wow.
dude.
You get to
oh,
pick?
fuck.
Imagine if you got to choose what dick you were going to use that day. But here was the deal. One of your dicks was super long but very skinny, and the other one was really thick but very short. Liz, have you ever had a micro penis?
What?
No, I've never.
Never seen a micro penis.
Never seen a mic. Are you gonna make me?
Do you
look
have a
up
boyfriend?
I have a husband.
You're married.
Married.
So what is his penis like?
No, I'm not gonna say that.
I bet it's
You
great.
could just
I've
lie.
never seen a
You could
vacuum.
just lie. It's very large, and then we could have moved on.
Yeah, we could have moved on.
Yeah, but,
you could have just lied to us.
by you saying, "Oh, I'm not gonna say that," means micro penis.
No, I just told you I've never seen a micro
Mr.
penis.
Aoki has a small micro penis.
penis.
Oh my
You've never
goodness.
seen one, but have any of your girlfriends seen one?
Yeah, they said one time she like put her hand over it
Yeah.
and she was jacking him off and it wouldn't even like peek through.
Oh,
Yeah, and so she kind of had to do this.
Well, if it wasn't erect, then that might happen.
Yeah, but what if she had a huge hand, you know?
Oh,
yeah.
This could have been a WNBA
Like Andre,
player.
the giant female version. Yeah.
The girl
No.
that got locked up in Russia, what was her name, the WNBA player?
Please not no.
She could.
Griner?
Yeah,
What's her name?
Lindsay Griner.
Griner. Yeah.
What's her name? Why can't I think of her name? Brittany Griner.
Brittany Griner.
Yes.
She's got probably hands that would make anybody's penis dwarf. She's huge.
She was in China, right?
No, she was in Russia.
Oh, Russia. Okay.
She got arrested over there,
Oh,
I
yeah,
think.
yeah.
But did you imagine a WNBA? Like I saw Kevin Hart just posted a photo of him with a famous athlete who's 6'4", this girl. You know, and it was like, shout out to Short Kings everywhere. And he didn't even come up to like her waist.
Oh
And
my
I thought,
gosh.
can you imagine, like, what if you, Bobby Lee, what if you fell in love with like a 6'4", 6'5" chick?
I matched with a girl on Raya that's 6'1".
That's me.
Okay.
No, I'm saying it's me. I'm that girl. I was pretending.
That was you?
I matched you.
Oh, fuck. I swiped yes.
Yeah, I swiped. I
Yeah.
swiped yes.
No, but she was 6'1", and I was just like, and I think I didn't pursue it because I thought maybe,
What?
I think in bed I'd be fine with it, but publicly, I just can't, like, bring her into the Comedy Store.
Well, what if she put you on her back all the time wherever you go? She goes
It's
up,
like
up,
a backpack?
up, and then
Yeah,
you
yeah,
jump
up, yeah,
up,
yeah.
up, like a little trick. You guys could do tricks at the beach, like those people that do tumbling and stuff.
Yeah.
Up,
Because one time me and Sarah, because Sarah was
10.
5'10".
She's pretty tall.
Yeah, and we were in Hawaii. We were holding hands on the beach, and a bunch of jocks walked by us, and they go, "He paid for her."
Well, in a sense.
No,
In a sense.
and it hurt it really broke me.
In a sense, though.
Okay, stop. Okay, I'll go there.
In a,
No. I will go there, but I just need time to get in there.
but in a sense.
It's a scary door.
In a sense.
All right, so I'm in a haunted mansion. That's what this is. All right, I see the scary door.
There it is.
I'm creeping up to it. Ooh. I open it up, right, and then here we go.
Here we go.
So what the fuck do you mean? What the fuck do you mean?
In a sense, most
Tread
times you
lightly.
date somebody,
What?
most times when you date somebody,
Me specifically or anybody?
a lot of men, but you definitely are paying for a high majority of the stuff. So you're kind of paying for them.
But that's chivalry.
Some would say. But
What do others say?
I'm-
What do others say?
it's cuckery, perhaps.
It's cuckery?
It's cuckery, perhaps.
It's cuckery, perhaps.
See, I make the women always pay. Every girl I've ever dated, I've never paid for one thing.
So you're telling me...
I say you pay for the meals, you pay for the rent. I'm not paying for nothing.
Because people, when people say online, like, KHALYLA or Sarah's only going out with Bobby Lee because he has money. First of all, I don't have that much money. And secondly,
Well,
I have okay.
yeah,
I have okay money.
I think you're fine.
All right. But secondly, dude, it's like, really? Because you know what about a night? You know that I'm a nightmare.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know my life, right?
Yeah.
You know the smells,
Yes.
my sleeping habits,
Yes.
my eating, everything is a fucking nightmare,
And
right?
You know what cures it?
What? Pussy.
Dun, 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 dun,
I know, but my
dun,
point is,
dun,
a
dun,
woman
dun.
would has to endure all of my behaviors, and that means that they love me.
They do love you, but you do have to pay for everything.
You're right. You're right. Do pay.
Do you split stuff with your husband, Liz?
No, he pays. He pays for everything.
So in a sense,
He's like me.
the jocks would walk by and go,
Micro
they'd see
penis.
her and see her husband
Yeah.
and go, he paid for that.
Yeah.
But they're not wrong.
Yeah, but they implied that she was a prostitute and that I paid
They're
like an
not
escort.
wrong.
But I know that you and your wife, you pay for everything.
Yeah.
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 So you're the same.
If a guy walked by and saw her and saw me and goes, he paid for her.
But they
I'd be
would
like,
never say
you better
that.
believe
I'll
it.
tell you why they would never say that. I think they said it because at that time, Sarah was a beautiful, she's still beautiful, but.
Do you think they think she was out of your league is what you're saying?
That's what they're saying. And people think that. And I always think like, but.
That's not true. Like, look, of the girls that you've been dating in your recent life, I think you deserve all of them. And they're all
now,
beautiful.
but back then I wasn't doing well.
You mean physically?
No, just in terms of my career. So no one really knew who I was.
But that doesn't matter. I think looks-wise is what we're talking about.
Oh, you think so?
Out of your league means physically. When people look at each other, they go, she's out of his league. Like, Andreas's wife is out of his league.
That's true.
Andreas?
And I mean that, and I'm not even
I
making
mean
a
that-
joke on the show.
Yeah, yeah,
It's fucking unreal.
yeah.
It
And
also,
she pays for everything.
huh?
And she pays for everything.
Yeah, which makes me question her. What's
Yeah.
really going on?
Yeah, what-
Is she on witness protection
Or
program?
is this some sort of program for like data fucking weird?
Yeah,
You know,
well,
a foreign read.
You know what it is? I think it's a rehabilitation. She murdered someone when she was young, and they're like, "We'll let you back into society. You have to take in a foreigner who's kind of like a,
Ooh la la.
yeah." He says "ooh la la" when he comes. But Liz,
Yes.
you're 24 and you've been married for how long? Did we know that you were married?
No one asked that last time.
But wait a minute, you're married for how long?
I'm about to go 5 years in August this month. Next
So you got married when you were 19?
19.
And what does he do?
He does insurance.
How old is he?
He's
58.
no, he's 24 too. I'm actually 5 days older than him.
You
Wow.
met at church.
No, we met in high school.
Oh, high school
Oh, so
sweeties.
is he the only guy you've been with?
Sexually?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's also
Is that too personal?
Yes.
No.
yeah. It is.
Oh.
No, it's on her. It's her call. It's
Yeah.
whatever she wants to answer.
Yeah.
I'm
Oh, yeah,
proud
it's
to
your
say
call.
that.
Okay.
That's awesome.
You're proud to say it? That's amazing.
Yeah, I'm very
I love
proud
it.
to say that. Yeah.
Now, did you guys? This is interesting. Now, you planned because a lot of people lose their virginity. No, a lot of people lose their virginity
Okay.
in lame ways, right? Like people are like, I wish that didn't happen that way. I feel like a lot of women go,
Ask her if he's white.
he is white, right?
No.
Whoa!
What kind? What kind? Ask her
What kind?
Ask her
What kind? What kind is he? Wait, let me guess. He's Chinese.
Nope.
Let me guess. The best kind.
He's Korean.
Korean.
He's Japanese.
Hard no.
He's Japanese.
No.
He's Taiwanese.
Not
I'm not
Asian.
playing this game right now. Just tell us what she is. It could
What
be a million
knees
things.
does he have?
Yeah. Dirty knees.
He's a Mexican.
Oh, wow.
Oh, what a loophole. What a switch. It was like an M. Night
That's
Shyamalan
bait and
movie.
switch.
That was insane.
That really was. The
I had
ending
no
did
idea
not,
that was going to happen.
I didn't know the ending would turn
Well,
out that
M.
way.
Night, that was good.
She opened the door, and I thought, dun, 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 no, but instead it
I
was,
Yeah. Wow.
wow.
Yeah. And
Mexican. From
Mexican.
here, from
your
Southern
parents
California.
must be very,
No.
very.
Huh?
Your parents are disappointed.
Yeah, a little bit. We're both from Arizona.
Yeah, Arizona. Wait.
Arizona.
Wait a minute.
Yeah.
So you met this guy in high school, and how did you date the entire time you were together in high school?
No, we did not. We met freshman year, and then he made it very clear to me that he wanted to date me, and I didn't date him. And then the last year of senior year, I was like, he's really cool. And I took him out to homecoming, and he never went. And I always go every year, and we kind of just kicked it off from there.
Wow, that's
that's
interesting.
wild. And
That's
then
wild.
and then so right after high school, you said, "Well, let's get married."
Like a year after my first year of college, yeah. We were like, let's get married. And we got married.
Wow.
Yeah.
Is there a baby coming?
No baby. Don't want babies either.
You guys don't want them, both of you.
No, not anytime soon. Maybe late 30s or something like that.
Yeah, what is wrong with me? Because it's like, that wasn't even in my thinking
What?
at her age.
Getting married?
Yeah.
Well,
It wasn't even an option, really.
well, there's a bunch of stuff going on right now. First of all, you were smoking crack at that point in your life.
Oh, yeah. But
Yeah,
crack
so-
is better than
Marriage.
marriage.
Yeah.
for sure.
Also, yeah. If someone's like,
Yeah.
you want to keep
Have you
smoking?
ever had crack? Way better.
Way better than marriage.
Yeah.
Never.
And there's almost no difference, by the way. They're pretty similar. No, can you imagine though?
I can't imagine it. I had no money.
Yeah, why would you want to get into it?
Yeah, and then no one wanted to fuck me anyway. I think that's the first
Except
problem.
for The Rock.
The first problem was
The Rock loved you.
Oh yeah, I fucked crack. Yeah,
You fucked a lot
I
of
fucked
The
crack, but in terms of the females, they didn't want to go out with me, so there was no option in that way. But it's so even if I did date somebody, there's just no way. I had no money. I was like I had to figure out financial and all that stuff first.
Yeah. Well, your parents are rich.
No,
His parents are rich.
no, not at all either.
Wow.
So are you guys struggling or you don't?
Was the wedding tough?
We had a civil wedding, and then his mom wanted to have a backyard wedding to invite.
Yeah, you said she was Mexican.
Yeah.
Oh, backyard.
Yeah.
They sometimes do them in the front yards.
From time to time. Yes.
Front yard wedding.
I've seen those before. Yeah.
Yes.
Well, congratulations.
That
Aoki.
is awesome.
That's amazing.
Thank
Now,
you,
what
thank
was
you.
in the piñata that you broke during the wedding?
There are some like lollipops,
Couple lollipops.
the little strawberry and chocolate pudding.
None of the candy that the wrapper melts in your mouth for you, or no?
Oh no! We didn't really have much
They
of
didn't
my.
do any. Okay.
No,
mochi
No
was-
boba or nothing.
No
huh?
boba, nothing. No mochi, no boba.
Yeah.
No, none of the.
Huh.
Well, the wedding was a beautiful affair, I'm sure, and I'm sorry that we weren't invited because we didn't know you then. But would you have invited us? Like now that you know us, would you invite us?
A freaking course! I would invite you guys. You guys
We
know.
wouldn't go.
No, we wouldn't go.
No.
What would
go.
you? Would you let us? Would you let Bobby and I officiate the wedding? That would be fucking amazing.
Yeah.
That would be an honor.
We should officiate weddings. And I said, Carlos, do you want to take a car back to the hotel? What did Carlos do? I think I'm gonna look at. He said it like this too, real creep style. He goes, I think I'm gonna stick around. I think I'm gonna stick around. And he said it real low, and I was like, ew,
Right.
ew.
And may I say this?
Uh huh.
I think your eyes are too big.
What's up?
I like my eyes.
What? No.
What do you
important
mean?
That I like
I'm gonna
them.
tell you. I'm not gonna name names, right?
Okay.
But there was somebody in your group
Uh huh.
that's obviously doesn't like them.
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, right.
Right. And you were like, yeah, I think I have a shot.
Oh
And
my
I literally
God.
went, wow, you have to get smaller eyes. you have to get my eyes, right? Because you're swinging way, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like he's like a elementary school little leaguer, right? In the fucking big league.
His
No
eyes are
way.
too big.
Yeah.
No
There's
way.
no way, dude.
No
You're
way.
saying he was at Yankee Stadium and he plays T-ball?
Yeah.
No.
There's no way, dude.
What do you think? Go
No,
ahead,
it's like
explain.
I played at LSU and now I'm at Yankee Stadium
No.
and I'm like, oh, this is kind of like
She's
Louisiana.
so above your league. It's unfucking believable.
I agree that she's above my league, but I think I can make it to the next level.
Well, the confidence. I'm telling you,
Oh
this
my
guy's
God.
confidence is staggering.
I've seen it in the past couple of years. I feel like, I'm like,
What was the biggest hiccup in that whole thing, though?
she was married.
She's married. Yeah.
That's how delusional.
But he's got. I tell you, he's got the horse blinders on, and he was going. He thought, dude, I think this girl might dig me.
Yeah.
And it's like, and I didn't say anything because I was like, yeah, man.
Yeah.
You gotta let the kid fly.
I got
No.
flaked on, and that's
I
why.
clipped the wings.
Well, let me tell you.
Yeah.
You know how that we've shown it on this. Remember the birds that we've seen that are born on the cliff, and the mom lets it just fall out of the. They let it fall, and they hit their head the whole way down. And the ones that wake up are the ones that get to carry on with them. But the ones that die. I'm Mama Bird, and he said that. He goes, he's pretty good looking. And I was like, oh yeah. And he goes, I think I'm gonna try. And I was like, go ahead and fall on the cliff. I wanted him to hit
Really?
his head
So you
all
never,
the way down.
You never.
Why would I say anything?
Oh,
I
I
think it's
woke up
fun.
though. I
Huh?
woke up. I'm here the next day.
This is my point, though. He did wake up. He hit his head a lot, and he learned.
Yeah.
He learned. I got to let him fall. What am I going to do?
Wow.
But in the future, this whole conversation wrapped up.
Yeah.
Here's the deal. We'll take a poll. In fact, we should put a poll up at the show. Girls that want to talk to Carlos, girls that want to talk to Bobby.
Okay.
We could put a QR code up.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That way you guys aren't fighting. Because fighting
I'm
live.
not fighting.
No. I'm saying live for the when girls say that they like you guys, great. No more infighting within the family because it's
Yeah.
going to be bad.
I know, but if a girl walks up to me and she
Good
goes,
idea.
I'm interested in Carlos, right? I will do it. I mean, it'll hurt. It'll hurt bad. It'll burn, right? But I'll do it because that's the code.
That's the code. I know it's going to be way late by the time this airs, but did you see this video of Kid Rock shooting a gun at the Bud Light because he's all mad about that campaign? Did you see this?
No.
So stupid. Look at how dumb this video. This will be weeks after this happened. But look at this guy.
Grandpa's feeling a little frisky today.
First of all, gross.
That's what Carlos
Yeah.
is going to be like.
Wait. Kid Rock, you know Kid Rock looks like a Culkin.
He does look Culkin-y.
Yeah, he's very Culkin-y. Look at that.
All right, start it over though.
Yeah.
Look at how this opening line. Tough opening line. MAGA.
Oh,
He's
my
got a
God.
MAGA hat on.
Wow.
Wait, tough opening line though. Go ahead.
Grandpa's feeling a little frisky today.
Gross.
Let me say something to all you and be as clear and concise as possible. Fuck Bud Light and fuck Anheuser-Busch. Have a terrific day.
Guy's a big Coors Light fan, it turns out. Like, loves Miller Lite, Coors Light. He just hates Anheuser-Busch. Hates him. Really hates him. They did like a tiered campaign with that Dylan Mulvaney I told you about.
Yeah.
And so this is his response to that campaign, which I got to tell you, seems like a logical response from a well-balanced human being. Can you imagine being so mad at a campaign and you're like, go get 6 cases of it, and I'm going to shoot it in my backyard. Not one person in his circle is like, I don't even think you need to do that. We could just not buy it anymore.
Yeah.
If you really didn't like it. It's like, this is basically like a Yelp review. That's on the same level to me as someone that's like, the service was unbearably slow. You're like, just don't go back. Don't go back.
How much is a bullet?
How much your bullets cost?
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh,
For that kind of gun?
Let me guess. A bullet probably costs $1.50.
It's a pretty good guess. I would imagine.
Pretty good, you think?
Yeah, 33 cents a round. Oh, wow.
Wow.
They're really cheap.
Really cheap. That was Chris Rock's best joke from that
that's
special.
considered-
Just
right.
make bullets too expensive.
Yeah.
Why isn't AR-15 ammo so expensive?
It's considered expensive, that price. too.
33 cents.
Around, yeah.
Well, yeah, because,
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's pretty expensive, I guess.
I mean, it is in the world because you heard he just, you know what I mean?
Right. Huh.
But really sweet, though. I mean, really, it just feels like that's a message of love and hope in the future. Shoot a bunch of cans of beer. When the video popped up on my TikTok, I was like, why is this the move?
It looks like, does he live in like Virginia or something? It looks like kind of rural. Where does he
I
live?
think he lives in Tennessee.
Yeah.
I think he lives in
Tennessee, yeah.
Nashville. Tell him to come to the show.
It's so weird. You talk about Chris Rock's special, Misplaced Anger. I like that part a lot. He's got to be angry about something else.
Yeah, that's 100% true. It's like, what is that? What was that about? Like, you had to have a bad morning. Do you know what I mean? Let's go through his day that led to Kid Rock's shooting of the Bud Light, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, didn't get any sleep last night.
Yeah.
Sleepless night. You know, because his Aunt Tilly is having heart surgery.
Tilly
Yeah.
Rock.
Huh?
Or wait, his last name's not Rock, is it?
Yeah, it is now. For the sake of this
It's
bit,
Kid
it is.
Rock.
Yeah. Yeah, Tilly Rock.
Tilly Rock.
Great name, by the way. But his Aunt Tilly had open heart surgery. You know that, right? This is her second one, I think.
Oh, fuck.
I didn't know.
Yeah.
I don't know anything about him.
I'm making all this shit up.
Oh, yeah, that happened.
Yeah.
Aunt Tilly. Yeah. Oh, that Aunt Tilly.
Yeah.
She's great. Open.
Open.
Her heart's open.
So she had open heart surgery for the second time, so he didn't get good sleep, right?
Yeah.
In the middle of the night, he woke up a bunch of times to go to the bathroom. He was rubbing his forehead a lot in stressful pain, looking into the mirror, thinking, what if this is Till Dog's last day on Earth? And I didn't get to say
Wow.
goodbye. Because she's living in Canada now. Or where does she live?
She lives in
Wales.
Wales, England.
Oh, she lives in Wales.
Yeah.
That's so far away.
Wales, England. That's right, Wales.
Far. Small town.
Small town.
Far.
So he's mad about that.
Yeah.
Then he wakes up first thing in the morning. He goes to get out of bed, steps on one of his dog's chew toys,
Right.
goes right through his foot.
But it makes the sound, so it's kind of funny.
But it went through his foot.
And then in the distance, he heard his rooster die. You know, when they die in mid good morning, that's a good morning, right? Is that what they're doing?
Well, how do they do it?
Morning! Is that what they're doing?
It's cock-a-doodle-doo.
Yeah, I know, but I'm translating.
Let's
Good
hear.
morning!
That's awesome, by the way. If they actually went, good morning.
Yeah, so they're doing that.
So he died in the middle of saying,
Yeah, he went. That's it.
oh,
he died.
no. Didn't get good sleep, worried about Tilly, steps on his dog toy, punctures his foot, rooster dies.
Right.
Then what happens at breakfast?
He found out his favorite show got canceled.
Wow, which one is
What
that?
show got canceled?
It's this Canadian show. I actually watched it in the hotel room.
What's it called?
Being Erica.
Oh, Being
Oh,
Erica. I love that show.
devastating.
Wait, they canceled that show?
Being Erica?
I might shoot up a case of Bud Light over that.
Yeah.
Yeah, Being Erica did get canceled, unfortunately.
Well, he just started watching it, and so he didn't realize it ends at a certain point.
So on top of all these things, now Being Erica gets canceled. Okay, and so I bet his eggs
It's
taste.
so funny. It's like a show that he would not watch, but I love it.
What do you mean?
I mean, look at it. There's no way Kid Rock watches that.
First of all, the relationship between Erica and Jack, the guy in the back right there, this like constant will they, won't they? It's one of the best storylines I've ever seen.
I see.
It's amazing. And their boss, Derek, who's right to their immediate right.
Yeah,
This guy,
Derek dies, right? It's a murder mystery.
he gets murdered.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. They're all smiling in the classroom now, but guess what, dude? When he gets shivved, different world. So that ruins breakfast. Eggs taste bad, right? Eggs are gonna taste bad.
Maybe one black guy in the show? I don't know.
Well, that's why Kid Rock loves it.
That's
Oh,
why
that's
Kid
why he loves it.
Yeah, there was no black guy.
Oh, Kid Rock loves it because of no minorities.
Better not be any blacks on that show.
Oh, it's a Canadian show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That's where Tilly used to live. I told you she was from Canada and then she moved to Wales. So he loved all the Canadian stuff. So then eggs tasted bad. He had a bad breakfast, this guy. And then on top of all that stuff, he goes on the internet, right?
Oh, shit. Here we go.
And he sees
Yep.
this endorsement campaign for this Dylan Mulvaney with Bud Light. And it's not about Dylan Mulvaney and Bud Light. It's not at all, is it?
No.
It's about Tilly. It's about being Erica. It's about the eggs tasting bad. The rooster dies. The toy punctures his foot. The shower, by the way, didn't even say that. Cold water only. No hot water because the hot water heater broke in the middle of the night. The same reason the rooster died, right? Everything was going bad. So what does he do? He grabs his AK-47. He goes out to the field and he a case of Bud Light.
Whoa. Heavy.
That's what happened.
That's what happened.
This is the real breakdown.
It's not about the Bud Light.
It's not about the Bud Light. By the way, those were his cases. He bought that for the party he was going to have tonight for Tilly's homecoming, but she was in the hospital.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Can you eat a rooster?
You can eat anything.
Let's Google it. Can you eat a rooster? I mean, roosters can be eaten, but they're not commonly found in the marketplace. The meat is much more challenging than hens because it hasn't been bred to grow fast and heavy like broilers or fryers. If you decide that rooster sounds tasty, make sure you cook them low and slow for best results. So people do eat them.
Okay, that's all I want to know. I've never had a rooster sandwich. You know the photo to the right, like in that tube, the one to the right. Yeah, Can you
just pinch and zoom.
Pinch that one right there. What do you think? What word?
What word?
Yeah, what word do you think when you see that photo?
What's one word that I think when I see that photo right there?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, gross, probably.
Oh, not me.
What?
Missionary. Does that not think missionary?
No.
No? Okay,
No.
my bad.
I got to tell you, it does not look appetizing. I can say that.
There's some erotic, right or no? Carlos, be honest.
Yeah,
Is
I
that
can see,
erotic
like,
to you guys?
Yeah, the legs, like the dark meat looks like
Yeah.
the right. Yeah, it looks like she's getting fucked.
Don't leave me alone with these guys on the tour.
Juicy, I got you. You're fine.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. That doesn't look erotic to you, Juice.
No.
You guys are taking inanimate. That's why the celibacy